free, and enjoy more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline. Very,
If I screen shared it, like there's no excuse. Like phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Terran Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Good morning, episode 317 this morning, getting rock and rolling. I'm actually feeling really good this morning. Not that I don't feel good most mornings, but I'm excited about this topic. I'm excited about being able to catch up with some friends and just being friends with, we should do a whole episode on that. Being friends and talking to your family members about your goals and what you're trying to do. And it's crazy what you can discover on tips, tricks, and ideas to help make yourself better. And I want to go over a method. It's a study method usually used by everything. I heard it from one of my friends. He's a medical student in medical school, and it's working really well with him. And then oddly enough, my sister, she's always got a bunch of cool ideas and tips and tricks and hacks on time management. And she was talking about knowing this method. The method is called the Pomodoro method, as you can see the name above. And this is a study technique method. And really, let's go ahead and we're going to go over some of the benefits really quickly in the beginning, because most of my viewers watch in the beginning. So if you're having a hard time getting started on a particular task, that's me all the time. Getting started is by a landslide the hardest part about anything. If you have a hard time combating distractions, say if people are trying to grab your attention at the worst times, or you always get that phone call or text message when you don't want it, or people just nonstop, you're looking at your cell phone and you're scrolling too much, this is great for combating distractions. Just awareness on how much time you spend doing stuff. It's making me smile because I'm like thinking, holy crap. Everyone has the time to do everyone has the time to do what it is that they want and need to do. I truly believe that. It's just so hard to get yourself to actually focus, because there's multi-billion-dollar companies that are doing their best to try and snag your attention. That's all business is nowadays. Everyone just wants to take each other's time, and it's our responsibility to take our time and use it properly. And I believe if we can dedicate like 100 minutes to whatever it is that we want to do, then we can get done really whatever it is that we want to get done. Whatever your number one goal is, maybe it's growing a business and making a lot of money. Maybe it's getting yourself a six-pack, getting in really good physical shape. Maybe it's growing relationships, finding a special partner to enhance your life. Whatever your number one goal is, it can really help with that. Sorry, my cat is in here this morning. The next benefit of this program, this method, is that we can gamify life. And I believe that as children, we immersed ourselves in games and we learned at a very high rate. I think anything that is a game, it helps make it a more enjoyable experience. And when things are more enjoyable, we tend to be more interested. And when we're more interested, we tend to increase our learning capacity, our retention rates. There's lots of studies to show that just simply turning things into a game can be really helpful. So ask yourself, how can I make life a game? Life is pretty much a game, I guess. Time is probably the biggest resource you get in the game in the beginning, and then we kind of play around with that. So these benefits are all thanks to the Pomodoro method. And let's go ahead and let's go ahead and write on the whiteboard, what is the Pomodoro method step by step. It's 5 easy steps. You stay with me this morning. Good morning, everyone. We're going to run through these steps, how to do this, and then we're going to give some recommendations on how to be more consistent and how to kind of break it up properly and this and that. So this is the focus tool of a lifetime. All right, see you later, Moxie. This is the focus tool of a lifetime. So step number 1 would be pick a task. Pick a task. So for me, that is the one-page series. I've been having a hard time sitting down, buckling down, and getting these exercises done. I have a slew of exercises, but they don't look very clean. They haven't been taken through programs. Personally, I have a graphic designer who's been editing a lot of my stuff through Acrobat Pro. That's through the Adobe suite. If you can look up them, you get discounts as a student and a teacher, and you can kind of look at them. But either way, that is my particular task. Pick your particular task that you're trying to work on. Maybe you're trying to get a business plan. Maybe you're trying to write a book. Maybe you're trying to reach out to more clients. Maybe you're trying to organize your house. Maybe you're trying to fix or working on a project. Maybe you're studying for a test. This is actually more so pulled from people who are studying for tests in school, and that's where the method was created. And I don't know if we went over the history of that, but in the 1980s, an Italian student created this with a tomato timer, because Pomodoro is tomato in Italian, I believe. And then he used that, and this was really effective for his time and attention. So either way, pick a task, whatever your task is. Mine is coaching exercises, so we just want to get that down. Coaching exercises. Because we're trying to help more people more effectively with digital assets. So number one, pick a task that you want to complete. Number two, set a timer for 25 minutes. Set a timer, 25 minutes. Set a timer for 25 minutes. I like to use the chess timer. You've seen this magical chess timer on this show time and time again. It is a lifesaver. It costs $5. If you can't afford one, reach out to me and I'd love to help support you and get one. This is your phone. It doesn't need to be your phone. I hear this all the time. Oh, I'll use my phone. I'll put it on my phone. Man, it's just there's too many distractions and it's too deep of a dive. It's not worth the risk to me. So just buy the timer. I highly recommend just buying a timer of whatever sort. You can't get your cell phone away from you. It's too distracting in my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Ask yourself, you got to do that for yourself. All right, next is take a 5-minute break. Take 5-minute break. So after you take a 5-minute break, then you will take a 5-minute break. And on this 5-minute break, I was looking over at some of my notes. I would recommend not to look at your cell phone. More so, do what you're going to do, whatever really helps you relax and kind of take it off. I would think that if you already are staring at a screen, then on your break, it probably doesn't make a ton of sense to stare at a screen. But again, that's up to you. Kind of play around with it. More so, I really like to use this to move around. Maybe you do a few body squats. Maybe you just do some motion stretching. Something to get the blood flowing back in your body, move around. Maybe you get a snack, a healthy snack, some mixed nuts, some beef jerky or something. These are my favorite snacks. But pick a snack that you really like. And then once you have to get back to step. I'm out of chalk, folks. I need another piece of chalk. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Doing good. Is it going to be a great week? I think so. Lots to do, lots of opportunities to get done. So after you take this 5-minute break, you're going to repeat steps 2 and 3. So pretty simple. Just repeat steps 2 and 3. So you're just going to repeat steps 2 and 3. So you're going to do 25 minutes. After you pick your task, you're going to crush it for 25 uninterrupted minutes on your chess timer. Let's get this thing on. So we're going to start our timer. And then once this sucker hits 25 minutes, boom, I'm going to hit over here to 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, boom, I'm over here. I'm going to get that sucker to 50. 25 times 2, right? And then, boom, we're going to hit it over here. And we're going to do 4 rounds. We're going to go 4 rounds. 4 rounds. You want to aim for 4 rounds. It's kind of cut off there a little bit. Maybe I can change the camera angle a little bit. Good morning, everyone. So 4 rounds of this sucker. And our aim is 100 minutes. We're trying to get 100 minutes. Of time under tension. That's really our goal. If we can hit 100 minutes, we're going to build that focus muscle. We're going to have a really good deep dive on what it is we're trying to learn and a better understanding so we can be a better version of ourselves and additionally get done what it is that we really need to get done. The results come from the actions that we take, right? And then so number 5, after you do the 4 rounds, so you pick your task, you set a timer for 25 minutes, you take a 5-minute break, you do this 4 times through, and then the last step, but this one I would say hold off on until you build this muscle up and you can do this for like a week straight. I would say take 30 minutes break and repeat. Okay, so for the real savages and the hard workers out there, so like I was talking about my friend, he's a medical student, and he was telling me about studying for like 60 hours in 1 week, which is just absolutely egregious. But if you want to be the best, you got to work like the best. So go through this, you pick your task, you set a timer for 25, you take a 5-minute break, you do that 4 rounds worth, and then you can take a 30-minute break and then repeat. I personally would highly recommend, if you haven't done this a single time, do it once in 1 day. Do that for a week straight. Get consistent. Build those muscles up, time under tension, and really aim for that 100 minutes a day. I really would recommend aiming for that 100 minutes a day. We have a ton of rules of 100. It's fun to chase. It's cool to see on the clock. 100, 100, 100. If you do 100 minutes of time under tension for 100 days, I'm telling you, there's absolutely no way that you can fail. Prove it to me. Show me the timesheet. Show me the task. Show me that you've done 100 minutes for 100 days. This is a huge part of the coaching programs that I have. I mainly work on 6-week programs with people, and that's around 42 days. And I really try to build that muscle up with individuals for our course that we have with the 1-page life plan and the 1-page series. You get that muscle going for 42 straight days, and then you're off on it. And then at day 100, I'm usually checking in with people, doing follow-ups and other things that we provide in value. But really, if you can do the 100 minutes in 100 days, there's absolutely no goal I don't think you can absolutely destroy and crush. And this is up for you to decide. This is really, again, for people who want to focus, people who want to make the most out of their time. If we could go over the benefits. Again, like why would we do this? Why would we do this? Because getting started is really freaking hard. Getting started is so hard. It's harder than anything ever. And with this timer and you hit go, it just gives you something external to gamify it. That's our other benefit. We're turning this into a game because life is a game and it should be fun to play. It's a privilege and a gift to be alive today on this miracle Monday morning here in the United States. Just getting more aware of where the time is spent. Where did the time all go? Where did all the money go? It's like those aren't the people who are successful. Those aren't the people who make a huge impact. Those aren't the people who are there for the people they care about most. The people who just waste their time and money and everything, it's usually all chaotic and they need help and support, and they're not in a position to help other people, which is the fountain of life, us giving to other individuals. Combat distractions as best as we can. For me, it's that damn smartphone. Damn those smartphones, man. Dude, they just make it so tough for me to do. So chuck it to the side. Get the chess timer out. They're $5. And then just get on the computer. Preferably that's where most of my work is. or I'm reading books and I'm taking notes on trying to get show topics for you guys and trying to talk and make more content, give myself some credibility as a coach, yada, yada. And again, just getting started and getting rock and roll with it. So these are some benefits that I really liked. This method has been really fun for me. I always did well no, I didn't always do. In college, after high school, from my beginning of my college through my master's degree, I got really interested in school. I studied really hard. I started working really hard. And I never did this method per se, but just working really hard and not distracting yourself and then taking a break and then coming back to it and getting those reps in, it works. It just gives results. And it's been really interesting. I got more done yesterday on a Sunday doing this than I did like the last week. And you're like, no way. Yeah, bullcrap. It's insanity how much, when you really focus and you put everything aside, things really don't take that long to do. They really don't. Whether you're studying for your test, you're writing your paper, you're building out a business, you're making some sales calls. This stuff, when we just sit down and do it, it just doesn't take that much time. It's the getting started part is by far the hardest. And sometimes it takes people 4 years to do a task that takes 4 minutes. Again, I can't remember what book I read this in, but it totally blew my mind. It makes total sense. Sometimes it takes 4 years to get done a task that only takes 4 minutes, because getting started is so hard. And so you just got to dive into it. And I think the Pomodoro method can help you guys, and it's helping me. Hopefully it can be helpful to you. Look over these steps. Feel free to pause this video, look at the steps, or just look up the Pomodoro method in general. If you're looking for a coach specifically, if you would love to work with me one-on-one, I have one-on-one coaching programs that we have. And additionally, I have 6-week courses that you can take to really invest in yourself and make the best version of you possible. So if you're looking to look with me and you need a life coach in your life to help crush your goals, have a real plan for your life, shoot me a direct message, or you can click the link below that has a link to my calendar where we can sit down and we can chat and talk about real options, because we're only working with people who are serious about what they really want to achieve and get done with their lives. So cheers to that. That's all I had this morning. And in case you needed to hear it, I love you. You're a badass. You got this. Let's knock out. Let's pick a task. Let's get some stuff done. And let's start the Monday with some momentum. So let's get rocking and rolling with that. Cheers, friends. That's all I had for today. And again, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like the video, make sure to comment, leave an emoji or something. It means the world to me. Or just share the video with somebody who you think could benefit from focusing better on the things that they really want to get done and getting those 100 minutes in. Share it with somebody who you think could really benefit with focus and time management. Really appreciate it. And I'll be back here again bright and early, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time with another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show. And we're not stopping until we get to 1,000 episodes, folks. So, and we are at, what is today's? 317. You all have a wonderful day. I love you all. Cheers. Enjoy your Monday. I'm out of here. Catch you on the next one. Until next time. Peace.